I'm Allison for Leading Edge Dog Show Academy, and today in one of our quick start guides, we're going to talk about Cavalier King Charles Spaniels. Many of you might not know that Cavaliers are like one of my favorite breeds that is out there. I've never owned one, but I've shown a lot of them, and I just love them. I think they're gorgeous. I think they're gorgeous in your house. I think they're gorgeous in the dog show. So you want to get a Cavalier, you want to show it. Where do you start? So I'm going to talk about Cavaliers and the fact that, you know, you're going to hear Cavaliers aren't trimmed. They're shown naturally. And there's a lot of controversy around that. And let me just tell you, no matter whether you decide to trim your Cavalier or you decide to show it more naturally, natural does not mean ungroomed. Cavaliers, for the most part, are very, very well groomed and fairly easy to groom, right? So let's dive right in. So when I'm grooming my Cavaliers for show and at home, I like to use a really good shampoo on them. I might use something like Day to Day by Chris Christensen. I might use Spectrum 10 by Chris Christensen, depending on the coat type that they have. And I'm going to use shampoo and conditioner, all right? For a show bath, most likely I'm not going to use conditioner on the top coat. So their jacket, things that are not like flowy and floofy, I am going to maybe use something like Clean Start because I want that jacket to lay nice and tight to the body. But otherwise, I'm going to be using a shampoo and conditioner most of the time. And you're going to want to make sure that you have a dryer to dry your Cavalier, and that might simply just be the same hair dryer that you would use on your own hair. Like, that's completely fine. You want to make sure you're getting them nice and dry and everything like nice and tight to the body. You're going to need a brushing spray. Precious Drops is a great brushing spray for Cavaliers because it is made for that coat type. Now, some Cavaliers have like kind of hair on their body, their jacket, that is curlier or wavier than others. And what we need to do is we need to rake out that undercoat that causes them to be woolly and not as tight fitting as others. So I like to use like a coarse classic type stripping knife for that. And I'm not pulling the hair out, I'm not stripping out, I'm just raking out that undercoat. If you don't want to use a knife, you're a little scared, or kind of something more foolproof, is a pumice stone. So a pumice stone, you just use it in that same raking motion. And you can head on over to Leading Edge Dog Show Academy and check out like some of our videos that kind of talk a little bit more about this, but that is what we're going to do. So now, one of the other things is some Cavaliers can be a little bit prone to tear staining. Envy makes a great product line that is really great for keeping down those eye stains. One thing I will say about any kind of eye staining that you have, you need to be diligent. It's not like a one and done. This is something that is ongoing maintenance to keep those faces nice and clean, right? So now I'm going to be brushing my Cavalier. When I'm brushing my Cavalier, I am going to be using a pin brush. So a pin brush has a straight pin, and I'm going to be using about a 27 millimeter pin, maybe 20, but not shorter than 20. And I never use anything but a pin brush on the ears and the tail. And then on the chest hair, the belly hair, the leg furnishings, you could use a pin brush or a slicker brush. A good slicker brush would be the carbon, an extra small carbon. Now, a slicker brush, no matter what size, shape, color, is going to have a bent pin. The carbon has about a 17 millimeter bent pin. So again, you would use that slicker brush on the bib, the undercarriage, those furnishings, the leg furnishings, the hock, but your pin brush with the straight pins, ears and tail. Now, a 000 comb, which is like a greyhound type comb, is great for combing your Cavalier all over, checking your work, making sure that they're nice and dry. You might want to have a short pair, like maybe a 5-inch straight shear, and you want to just clean up the pads of the feet with that. You know, they don't need to have the hair growing over their pads. That's going to cause them to slip in the ring. Some kind of shine spray or anti-stat spray for at dog shows is also great to just calm down those flyaways. We also like to use a little bit of chalk or baby powder to whiten up the whites. If you have a Blenheim or a Tri, that can really be useful for you. So, you know, when it comes to Cavaliers, a lot of that styling, a lot of getting them looking perfect but not being over trimmed comes from the blowout, right? So you need to pay a lot of attention to the blowout. You might even want to get a short, non-tufted bristle brush and use that with your hot dryer to get that jacket nice and flat and straight and nice and tight to the body. You can also get like either learn how to towel with our toweling method that you can find at Leading Edge Dog Show Academy, or buy like a little jacket for them to wear. It's a specialty jacket. It's not like a dog coat. It's a jacket to help keep that jacketed hair nice and tight to the body. Sometimes those are a little bit, you know, user friendly in the beginning when you start to show your Cavalier, but Cavaliers are a great breed. They do require a lot of grooming. Even though it says shown natural or shown untrimmed, that does not mean ungroomed. So your grooming on these natural breeds almost needs to be perfect, right? It needs to be really on point, because you can't save what you didn't do in your blowout, right? You can't save kind of a blowout that was at 70% by trimming it in, right? You have to rely on that blowout to make every single hair look perfect. So really understanding like systematic and stylized drying is really, really important. Now, you don't have to stop this video and, you know, check out everything that I said. There is going to be a list of all the products I talked about and probably a few more in the notes below. And for anything else, please head on over to Leading Edge Dog Show Academy and we are sure to help you out. So I really hope that this quick start guide for Cavalier King Charles Spaniels really helped you out. Hey everyone, thanks for watching today's video. Please leave us a comment below, let us know what you thought, and as well, if you have any ideas for future content that you'd like to see, you can put them down there as well. You can head over to leadingedgedogshow.academy.com, where you can find our free, premium, and subscription content, and we'd love to have you join us there. As well, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on those notifications, that way you never miss another free video tutorial. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.